Sabalenka sits front row for Gucci at Milan Fashion Week. The newest face of Italian fashion house Gucci is already looking right at home. World number one Aryna Sabalenka was among a star-studded front row at the brand's Primavera-Fall 2026 show at Milan Fashion Week this week ahead of her upcoming return to the WTA Tour driven by Mercedes-Benz in Indian Wells. Sabalenka looked ready for the catwalk herself, wearing head-to-toe Gucci, throwing fits, including an all-black ensemble with a striped blazer which she later swapped out for a striking fur coat. The head-turning look got the approval of her boyfriend, Georgios Frangoulis, and former doubles world number one Elena Vesnina, among others. "Super proud that female tennis player is making such a career in fashion," wrote former Polish pro Paula Kaniakoden, who peaked at world number 58 in doubles, as Vesnina dubbed Sabalenka a queen. As models showcased looks curated by Gucci's new creative director Denma, royalty, in the figurative sense, was on Sabalenka's left and right. She was photographed seated with stars including fashion mogul Donatella Versace, socialite Romeo Beckham, singer Shawn Mendes, and F1 driver Andrea Kimi Antonelli. When all was said and done, Sabalenka called the collection was breathtaking, and that she was grateful to have witnessed such a defining moment. Sabalenka hasn't competed since a January 31st loss to rival Elena Rybakina in the Australian Open final, which closed a headline-grabbing tournament for the 27-year-old. Earlier in the fortnight, she was revealed as Gucci's newest global brand ambassador in a striking social media collaboration in which she played tennis in a dramatic fringed cape. After the reveal, she said working with the label means the world. "They're bold. They're elegant. They're super cool," she gushed in Melbourne. "I feel like it's a perfect fit, the collaboration. I don't know. I'm the happiest person on earth right now. I couldn't dream a few months ago that I'll join the best brand. Right now I'm just super happy." Sabalenka will be the top seed at next week's BNP Paribas Open, where she seeks her second title of the season and first title at the tournament following runner-up finishes in 2023 and 2025. Service, style and spectacle. Sabalenka at Gucci. An imaginative journey into one unforgettable night at Milan Fashion Week. She was used to applause, the shriek of tennis crowds, the rhythmic claps that followed every powerful serve. But nothing had prepared her for the hush of anticipation and the flashbulbs of cameras at Milan's grandest fashion stage. It was a crisp winter evening beneath the iconic skyline of Milan, Italy. The city, already a living anthology of art and design, was poised on a different kind of stage, Milan Fashion Week, where sartorial dreams and cultural currents collide. Tonight, though, the spotlight gleamed just a little brighter, not for a model on the runway, but for Sabalenka herself, who had traded her tennis whites for head-to-toe Gucci couture. 1. The front row pulse, where sport meets style. Front row seats at a high-fashion show are not just seats, they're thrones of influence. Tonight's front row was a constellation, personalities from music, motorsports, design, and now, elite athletics. Alongside Sabalenka sat icons such as Donatella Versace and Romeo Beckham, a mix of heritage and new-gen cool. For Sabalenka, once accustomed to courts of clay and hard courts of Grand Slams and championships, this seating chart represented an unexpected, thrilling new arena. Here, the score wasn't kept in sets but in silhouettes, fabrics, and presence. She didn't just attend the Gucci Autumn-Winter show, she inhabited it. 2. The Gucci syllabus, a new creative beat. At the heart of the evening was Gucci's Primavera-Fall-Winter 2026 show, the first major runway of the brand's newest creative chapter under Demna Gvasalia. This wasn't just clothes on figures, it was a rebirth of spirit, a statement on individuality and reinvention. The runway itself felt sculptural, marble-accented, echoing Italy's classical heritage, yet pulsing with modern attitude. The collection juxtaposed sleek bodysuits, opulent furs, and sensual satin with rigid tailoring, evoking both audacity and refinement. It was couture that didn't whisper, it exclaimed. In that space, Sabalenka wasn't a guest in a foreign world. She was part of its rhythm. 3. The outfit, when an athlete becomes muse. Earlier that day, She stepped onto the carpet in full Gucci attire, a sleek black turtleneck layered under a sharply striped blazer, refined yet powerful, much like her own presence on the tennis court. This wasn't a look worn for comfort. It was a statement of bold confidence, of an athlete comfortable in her own evolution, of someone unafraid to wear power as elegantly as she serves it. Fans and fashion watchers alike swirled with excitement online, sharing snapshots as her outfit became a trending topic, part trend, part headline. Some teased. Some swooned. All eyes were on her. 4. Social media moments and global voices. After the show, Sabalenka's own voice echoed across social platforms. With characteristic candor, she described the experience as breathtaking and spoke of her gratitude for witnessing such an iconic moment in fashion history. Her posts weren't just about clothes. They conveyed joy, awareness, and presence, an athlete syncing worlds that once seemed far apart. She tagged moments from the evening, candid laughter with other celebrities, snippets of the runway, and a playful spin in a dramatic fur coat that became an instant meme among fans and fashion lovers alike. 5. A cultural crossroads, sport, fashion, and identity. What made this front row appearance so compelling was not simply the sight of an athlete off the court, but what it symbolized. A new breed of public figure, one who transcends a single arena, a fashion world increasingly shaped by diverse voices. An athlete willing to explore vulnerability, aesthetic curiosity, and creative expression. Where once sports stars were sidelined in front-row lineups, now they set the tone. For Sabalenka, this wasn't distraction, it was expansion. It was language beyond trophies. It was storytelling through style. 6. Conversations that followed. The next morning, conversations sparked across media. Fashion critics praised Gucci's ambitious casting of personalities whose influence extended beyond fashion magazines. Fans debated whether sport and fashion had fully merged into a single cultural heartbeat. Others lauded Sabalenka for boldly embracing a new chapter, straddling tennis greatness with expressive flair and creative curiosity. In industry forums, one sentiment kept resurfacing: front row isn't just a seat, it's a platform where narratives shape future culture. And Sabalenka had claimed hers. 7. Rewriting the playbook. There was something poetic about the moment. A world-class athlete sitting in a seat traditionally reserved for fashion royalty, but instead of merely observing, she became a participant. Her presence challenged stereotypes of what fashion audiences could be. He embodied a generation that refuses rigid labels. She signaled that storytelling in 2026 isn't bound by category. It is intersectional, bold, and human.